Hey there, friends. Welcome to another video from all of us at He Is Risen Ministries. Your support by subscribing and giving a thumbs up helps us keep creating videos that inspire and equip those seeking a deeper walk with the Lord. Today, we're diving into a question that hits home for so many of us. How do I know God is real if I've never felt Him? It's a real honest thing to wonder about, especially when life feels chaotic and you're scrolling through your feed looking for something solid. Let's unpack this together, step by step, like we're just chatting over coffee. First off, let's turn to the Bible for some wisdom. We'll focus on Romans 1:20. It says, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." That's a key verse right there. Another one is Psalm 19:1, which goes, "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of His hands." And don't forget Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. These scriptures point us toward seeing God in the world around us, even if we haven't had that big emotional moment yet. Okay, let's break this down in simple, everyday words. What these verses are saying is that God isn't hiding in some far-off place. He's showing Himself through everything He's created. Think of it like this: the universe, the stars, the oceans, they're all like a giant billboard shouting, "Hey, I'm here." Romans 1:20 tells us that God's power and who He is can be seen in the stuff we see every day, so nobody can say they didn't have a clue. Psalm 19:1 is like the sky putting on a show, high-fiving us with sunsets and storms to remind us of God's creativity. And Hebrews 11:1, it's all about faith, being that trust in the unseen, like knowing your phone's going to charge even if you can't see the electricity flowing. It's not about feeling a zap, it's about building confidence in what's real but invisible. Now, let's connect this to real life, especially stuff that feels familiar if you're Gen Z. Imagine you're on TikTok scrolling through endless videos. You don't feel the algorithm working, right? But you know it's there because it keeps serving up content that's weirdly spot on for your vibe. Dance challenges, ASMR, or those satisfying slime videos. That's like God's creation. You see the results, a perfectly timed sunset that makes you pause your scroll, or the way your favorite playlist hits just right on a bad day. It's evidence of something bigger curating the show. Or think about Wi-Fi. You can't see it, touch it, or feel it buzzing in the air, but you know it's real because your stream loads up Netflix without a hitch. If the signal drops, you don't question if Wi-Fi exists, you just move closer to the router or restart it. God's like that invisible network holding everything together. The trees growing, the waves crashing, even your heartbeat, they're all connected to His power. You might not feel Him in a dramatic way, like in those viral faith testimonies, but the proof is in the everyday miracles, like how your body heals a cut without you telling it to, or how the planet spins just right to give us day and night. Let's get even more relatable. Say you're into gaming, like Fortnite or Among Us. You join a squad, and even if you've never met your teammates IRL, you know they're real because of how the game responds. Their avatars move, they chat in voice, and you win battles together. God's presence is like that online collab. You see His impact in the world, kindness from a stranger that turns your day around, or that random meme that pops up and feels like it was made just for you. It's not always a voice chat moment. Sometimes it's the quiet teamwork of life working out. And hey, what about those aesthetic Pinterest boards? You pin pics of cozy cafes, starry nights, or minimalist setups because they spark joy. But who designed the real stars, the actual coffee beans, or the vibes that make minimalism feel peaceful? That's God's artistry on display, way better than any filter. If you've ever felt awe watching a Reels compilation of nature hacks, like bioluminescent waves or aurora lights, that's a glimpse of His divine nature, as Romans puts it. It's not about forcing a feeling, it's noticing the wow in the ordinary. Even in tougher spots, like when you're dealing with FOMO from everyone's highlight reels on Insta, you might wonder, where's God in my mess? But look at stories like Job in the Bible. Yeah, that's Job 121, where after losing everything, he says, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Job didn't feel God's presence in the storm, but he saw God's sovereignty in the bigger picture, like how a plot twist in your fave Netflix series makes sense by the finale. Your life script has those twists too, and God's the director ensuring it leads somewhere good. Shifting gears a bit, consider science vibes for a sec. Gen Z loves those fact drop videos on quantum stuff or space. Well, the fine-tuning of the universe, how gravity's just right, or atoms behave perfectly, is like the code in your favorite app running flawlessly. Scientists call it the anthropic principle, but biblically, it's Psalm 19:1 in action. You don't feel the code compiling, but you enjoy the smooth UX. God's the ultimate coder, and creation is his app we all live in. Live, that's a fun word, right? To live means to be alive, breathing, experiencing. But how do we live fully if we're doubting God's realness? It's like trying to play a VR game without the headset. You miss the immersion. Plug in by noticing. Next time you're at a concert or festival, feel the crowd's energy. That's a tiny echo of God's communal spirit. Or when you're customizing your avatar in a game, remember, you're made in his image, unique and purposeful. Let's talk relationships, because Gen Z is all about authentic connections. You've got friends you text memes to at 2 a.m., right? You know they're real not because you feel sparks every chat, but because of the history, the laughs, the support during breakups or exam stress. God's relationship is like that long-term bestie. Sometimes it's quiet, no fireworks, but the evidence piles up. Answered prayers that feel like coincidences at first, like landing that internship you needed, or a song lyric that hits your soul during a tough week. Think about climate change content you see online, those urgent calls to save the planet, the Earth's ecosystems working in harmony. That's God's design, screaming intelligence, not random chance, like how your smartwatch tracks your steps without you seeing the sensors. It's there working. Hebrews 11:1 calls us to that assurance in the unseen. All right, let's keep it rolling with more examples. Ever binge watch a true crime pod or docuseries? The detectives piece together clues, fingerprints, timelines to know what happened, even without seeing the event. Knowing God is like that investigation. Clues are everywhere. Historical accounts of Jesus in non-Bible sources, like ancient historians mentioning him, or personal stories flooding YouTube, people sharing how faith changed their anxiety or purpose. You might not feel him yet, but the evidence builds a case stronger than any plot twist. Food for thought, ASMR videos that tingle your brain. Imagine God's peace as the ultimate ASMR for your spirit. Calm whispers through nature or quiet moments. But if you haven't felt it, start small. Like curating a playlist, add tracks that lift you and see how they point to something transcendent. Now, for the encouragement part, I challenge you today, take a moment to reflect. Grab your phone, step outside, and look up. Watch the clouds, feel the breeze. Ask yourself, could this all be accidental, or is there a creator behind it? It's okay if you don't feel a rush. Faith grows like your TikTok following, one consistent post at a time. Try talking to God like DMing a friend. Hey, if you're real, show me. Then watch for signs, like a kind word from someone or a beautiful coincidence. Action step, journal it. Gen Z loves those aesthetic bullet journals, right? Write down 3 things today that make you go, whoa, that's cool. A perfect latte art, a puppy video, or nailing a group project. Connect them back to God's creativity. Challenge yourself to read 1 Bible verse a day via an app. There are tons with notifications. It's like habit stacking your spiritual glow up. And remember, it's normal to doubt. Even big Bible figures did. Thomas in John 20:25 needed to see Jesus' wounds to believe. God met him there. He'll meet you too in your way, maybe through a viral faith reel or a deep convo with a friend. Let's circle back to more connections. Social media trends like manifestation, people speaking things into existence. But biblically, that's prayer with faith, as in Mark 11:24. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. You don't always feel the shift immediately, like waiting for a package from Amazon, but it arrives. God's promises are that reliable prime delivery for your soul, or crypto and NFTs, volatile but based on blockchain tech that's verifiable. God's existence is verifiable through creation's blockchain. linked evidences from science, history, personal change. You don't feel the blockchain mining, but you trust the transaction. Fitness apps tracking progress, God's transforming lives like a spiritual Fitbit step by step. You might not feel the gains daily, but over time you see the difference. More peace, better choices. Let's think about memes, those relatable ones that capture your exact mood. God knows your vibe better than any algorithm. Jeremiah 1:5 says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." That's pre-birth customization, way cooler than any avatar editor. Encouragement time again. Don't rush it. Faith isn't a speed run, it's an open world adventure. Challenge. Share this question with a friend over Discord. Talk it out. You might both discover clues you missed. As we wrap this up, know that God's realness isn't dependent on your feelings. It's etched in the stars, your breath, every laugh. He's inviting you to notice, to live in that truth. Got a question you'd like us to explore in a future video? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. For now, rest in the knowledge that the one who loved you first has already prepared a place for you in his eternal family, and may his voice ring clearly and powerfully this very day.